How's it going, everyone? My name is Case, and today I'm bringing you another update in the Project Gunsmoke series. If you haven't seen some of our previous videos messing with this truck, check out some of the highlights. This is all part of working on trucks in Colorado.
That's right. Hey, you got to earn your keep when you come to the Happy Yak Ranch.
From the start, our idea with this truck was to make it a functional DIY farm truck, and it's come a long way. For one thing, it's all one color, and that's huge. It also doesn't have the rust that it used to have. It's got fresh tires from Toyo, a lot of good things, but there's still something major missing for this to be an actual durable, usable truck. Yeah, you can probably tell what it is. This bed desperately needs bed liner, and our friends up at NOCO Line X are gonna help us out by putting actual bed liner in this bed. The last thing that we filmed with this truck was taking it off-road, which means it's still pretty dirty if you couldn't already tell. So that means it's time to get this thing a nice wash before we spray it up with bed liner. A nice coat of bed liner is really the final touch that this truck is in desperate need of. So let's go ahead and get it up to Loveland, Colorado. So that's gonna get done. I have to give a huge thanks to Glenn, Craig, and everyone at NOCO Line X for donating their time and resources to improve this truck, which is being auctioned on barnfinds.com to benefit Mountain States Children's Home. Just about everyone should already know why we would want our truck bedlined, but what you may not know is how much goes into the actual process itself. First, the bed has to be sanded down so that the coating will adhere to the metal surface. Then, the rest of the truck needs to be masked off, and masked off well because the Line X leaves the gun at over 2,000 psi and 150 degrees. The preparation, expertise, and machinery that goes into a bed coating this perfectly durable would be hard to replicate in your driveway. And I know because my friends and I have tried it ourselves. I prefer doing things DIY, but knowing the kind of abuse your bed coating sees, $500 to $600 for a professional job is well worth the cost. That being said, spray and bed liner isn't the only protection option. There are also mats and plastic drop-in bed liners which solve the same issue, but those aren't that great because after years of abuse, dirt, rocks, and moisture get trapped under the temporary bed protectors and they cause rust.
I've seen trucks that somebody's bought from day one, they put the plastic bed liner in it. It's 5-6 years later, they come to us, we take that bed liner out, and literally there's water setting in the corners. It's starting to not only just surface rust, but I mean like peel and bubble. Rocks get under there, they vibrate, you know, that causes scratches. Moisture and dirt definitely get trapped in it, and people don't realize that, and when they take it out, they're like, holy crap.
If you have a truck, you know, you want to have some kind of protection in there because if it's just straight paint, you're going to scratch it up, you're going to dent it up, it's going to look horrible, but you guys don't just have people come in wanting bed liner in their trucks, right? You
Correct.
have a lot of different options.
Yeah, we've done everything from little mini horse troughs that, you know, horses drink out of, to 31-foot RVs, headache racks, ladder racks, flatbeds, welding beds, toolboxes, baseball bats. Anything that doesn't produce heat can pretty much be Line-X.
Now that our truck has its finishing touch, it's time to take it back to the studio. Once again, I want to say a huge thanks to the guys, Glenn, Craig, and everyone else at NOCO Line-X, because this was really the last thing that the truck needed before it was complete. Because if you're going to use your bed for anything, you don't want it to be painted, you don't want it to be bare metal. You need something to keep it tough and durable, so when you throw stuff in there, you're not gonna get scratches, you're not gonna cause rust. This is just about the last thing that we're doing with this before taking it off-road, doing a couple more videos with it, and then it is going to be for sale on barnfinds.com early next month in September. So make sure to look out for that, and we'll give everyone a heads up when it does go for sale, because we're hoping that we can raise as many funds as possible to give to Mountain States Children's Home, because it's a good cause. Thanks everyone for watching. That's all for this video. As always, this is Case with the Fastlane Classics, and be sure to go back to tfltruck.com, TFL Off-Road, and all of our other channels for more news, views, and real-world reviews.